The EU will grant London fewer privileges than New York under an early draft for a cooperation agreement, a move which will undoubtedly further boost Wall Street's control over European markets. The City of London would be worse off than New York under an early draft for a cooperation agreement in financial services between Britain and the EU. According to people close to the talks, the early draft of the Memorandum of Understanding (MO) has less substance than a deal the EU agreed with the United States in 2016. Chris Bates, a financial services lawyer at Clifford Chance, said, "This is the start of a negotiation. The Commission proposed text is clearly more limited than the UK ambition." Brexit talks with the EU started up again in January, as after months of wrangling, in a document spanning over 1,200 pages, there was very little mention of financial services in the trade deal. The two sides hope there will be a Memorandum of Understanding in place by the end of March. The City of London's most influential lobby group City UK is urging Brussels to grant regulatory equivalence to the sector, as it is, in the interests of customers and clients in the EU. Under the US deal with the EU, equivalence is treated as outcomes-based. Britain has also called for EU equivalence to be outcomes-based, which would ensure that the focus would be on whether financial rules in Britain and the EU produce the same result. However, there is no mention of outcomes-based equivalence in the draft EU-UK memorandum. The move is likely to further boost Wall Street's control over European markets, as according to Elisa Martinuzzi and Marcus Ashworth from Bloomberg, U.S. President Joe Biden is already the clear winner from the EU and Britain's squabbles over the financial services. The two authors believe New York is taking trillions of dollars from London as a result. They explain, new trading limits between the UK and the continent have prompted a large chunk of this lucrative work to move across the Atlantic. Clawing back the trillions of dollars of activity that's leaving London, quite literally overnight, could be a long slog. With counterparties from the EU now restricted from trading in Britain, and vice versa, dealers and investors predictably resorted to trading more interest rate swaps in the US, a market that both the EU and the UK still recognize. But the degree to which the shift happened, without any obvious market glitches, has caught some participants by surprise. According to data compiled by IHS Markit, in the first 2 weeks of January, U.S. derivative platforms, known as swap execution facilities, saw their total market share jump to 83% from 75% for U.S. dollar interest rate swaps. The shift in European trades was even more dramatic, the two finance experts noted. In euro swaps, the SEFs gained 18 percentage points of market share to reach 39%, and even in sterling swaps, the US share jumped to 45% from 27%. They added, in theory, none of these changes in habit is set in stone.